I'm watching some ordinary gamers talk about the what are we at? 6.5 minutes into it. It's talking about this bill that was introduced this week in the House of Representatives by Gottheimer. It's referred to the Committee on Energy and Commerce. The Parents Decide Act. Ah, yes. Of course, I'm watching him in 1.5 speed, because got a million things that I want to watch, things to do. I started watching Udemy tutorials and I got distracted, and then I was reading this email. Can I log into my Proton in this browser? Probably not. It's probably going to want me to validate with my phone or something. Let's see. Oh, maybe so. Maybe we're good. No. Oh, what do we got here? Let's try it in Chrome. Proton. I can't remember the guy. It's a great Substack or email newsletter that I get. He's probably the most interesting of any newsletter I've been getting as of late. I've subscribed to a lot of newsletters over the years. I just got Marsha Blackburn's weekly newsletter, incidentally. You wanna hear my thoughts on that? I think about posting YouTube videos or content. It's like, who would care about anything that I have to say? This is a Blackburn report. This Wednesday was tax day. Typically, this isn't a day conservatives celebrate, but this year is different thanks to the working families tax cuts. This year, nearly half of all filers have claimed new tax breaks thanks to President Trump and the Republican Congress. We have a Congress still? All they do is basically whatever Trump wants, though, right? No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, enhanced deduction for seniors, no tax on car loan interest, child tax credit, and more. Democrats want your money. They don't want you to keep it. It's interesting because I feel like Trump has gotten way wealthier since he's been in office, and inflation just we didn't have anything close to the kind of inflation that we had under Trump's first and second terms before Trump. I never remember any. Housing prices went up. We had the bubble. We had the crash. I don't know. I was listening to Trump talking about the risk Iran having a nuclear bomb posed to the world. And, I remember hearing about Iran killing all of its citizens that were protesting in January. I don't actually know. It's probably the case that people tried to overthrow their government and they failed, and a bunch of them were murdered. I don't know, though. I didn't look into it like I should, probably. But, there have been a few times over the years, especially the last year or so, that I found myself wondering, oh, fuck, what if I'm wrong? What if Trump really is, a good guy, and he wants what's best for Americans? And, but then, I think about women that want health care, and I think about the videos of kids, parents being kidnapped, in front of them. or abducted by ICE. I think about the footage that I've seen of protesters being shot by ICE, like the guy who lost his eye, and Alex Preddy, and Renee Good. Like, there's so much that I want to do. Like, if it were up to me, I would be going on Freedom of Information Act audits of like for-profit prisons. You know, I would be hanging out with and talking to Andrew Callahan from time to time, just being like, hey, you know, we should be on each other's podcasts. And I find myself wondering if Iran isn't, if I wouldn't be happier living in a place like Iran or Mexico. I mean, I know I've got a hell of a lot of comfort here. I've got my motorcycles. I don't know. The thing that I want to emphasize is that I realize that there's a lot that I don't know. I'm not saying that but I have like a gut feeling that like this is what I should be doing. That there's a lot that I should know, that I could know. I'm not excited by the thought of people, you know, saying hateful shit on my videos. Being like, man, you're a fucking libtard idiot. But I do think that I need to create an online store, post my designs, market my services. You know, if people want to hire me to design things for them or prototype things, and they could pay me more than I'm currently making, then, you know, I might as well give it a shot. Or if people are interested in buying things that I've designed and 3D printed, I say it's worth a shot, you know? And if people are interested in my art or my music, you know, and like all I've been doing is just like the bare minimum, essentially. Just going, I found a job, a good paying job, that's not super stressful, that I enjoy for the most part. The commute's fairly painless. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. But I just have this feeling that I need to. This is one of my greatest fears: is creating content and posting it. And I think there's. Though I know I have a lot of like stories that I want to tell, like the story of the video that I had that went semi-viral for a minute there, that got tens of thousands of views. It freaked me out. That pretty much ended my journey of posting content for a good while there. Stories about my life, stories about experiences, and then things that are happening currently, you know, in our country, in my country, and in our world, on our planet. Sustainability, climate change related stuff. Nate Hagen's The Great Simplification. What's his name? What's that guy's name that I always... He's got a dog named Newton. Tesla torched and firebomb attack. This corporate fire surge from Status Quo News. I think that guy's name Jordan something. He had caught some heat for some Me Too related accusations a few years back, and he got booted from the Young Turks Network or something like that. But oh gosh, Trump's DoorDash drama just got weird fast. It's so hard. New way to keep fruit fresh longer. I just want to watch all these videos. I cannot help it. Mamdani, Trump. It's incredibly encouraging that Trump seems to be leaving. Like, he's in power. Inflation is getting crazy, right? I mean, I guess they've been saying that the war with Iran is over, the Hormuz is open, gas prices are fixing to stabilize and go back down. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I think the damage is done, you know? But, I mean, he can't run again. He's trying to, he wants to try to cancel midterms and stuff. I don't know. I don't have a hope. Like, Democrats are not impressive hardly anymore, you know? Uh, fucking Chuck Schumer is the absolute worst. Uh, there's so much to watch. It's unbelievable. That's, you know, that's why I need to make content, because my brain is changing. My brain rot, like, my attention span, and then my happiness, and then the thought that, like, I'm gonna regret not trying. End up hating my life in the future. Like, I've got to try. Threat modeling for high-risk activism at an ICE facility. Squid tips. Interesting. And then I think the worst is the thought of things getting worse, you know. Why Americans are building towers and bunkers to survive attacks. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I've gotta showcase my work, you know. I've got to. And the thing that I wanted to look at was Newton the dog. What was that guy's name? But yeah, you know, climate change sustainability content doesn't get a lot of, like, it's not very super popular. What's that guy's name? Newton the dog, climate change YouTuber. There he is. I think he passed away, unfortunately, actually, but he got another dog. What's his name?
Hello, everybody. I'm Paul Beckwith, of course,
this guy. He's a badass mofo, in my opinion. I mean, like, he's not famous, and his shit's pretty dry and depressing, but, like, he did a comedy video the other day, and some people were like, I lost respect for you. And I'm just like, dude, he's trying his best. He's like fighting. He's standing in the middle of a valley, and like a tsunami of water is barreling in his, and there's a few other people who are standing with him. But you've just got all these people that have been convinced that climate change is a hoax, and it's just so frustrating and sad. And it's like, what do we do? You know? And what I imagine is that I'll just make content, and that I'll go with the flow. And it's like, I don't want to lose hope, you know? And like those kids that I passed on the ride with Dottie earlier, like, I don't plan on having kids, actually. If I do, it'll be a while yet. And for the people that do have kids, like, I realize it's really hard to wrap your head around the science, because then you have to realize that your kids are going to have to be dealing with this. And then you're like, I just have to make enough money to survive. Like, what's the point? The idea is like true, pure freedom and democracy at some point again. And in a balance of capitalism and socialism or communism, like, yeah, you can have people get rich and have capitalism, have artists, performers, have creators, entrepreneurs that are successful. But like, also, water should be managed intelligently, and electricity, utilities should be managed. They should not be privately owned for the most part. Neither should fucking schools for the most part. You know, it's like, we should have regulating agencies, and they're like, no, regulation's bad. Money good. And I'm left here like, well, how did we get here? What am I to do? Just be myself, just be honest, just do my best. And I've got projects to share, and art, I'm sure, and experiences, and I should get a setup to vlog on the motorcycle and do some yard work and just keep living. Do my best. Life is good. But I think this is the moment. So I'll be back. Wish you the best. Talk soon.